Greetings, I'm EpikTek, and this is EpikTek, episode 23. So, welcome back. We've got some stuff to do. We've actually got a little bit of ore tripling. Yes, you've seen ore doubling. We started off in the Tinker's Construct smeltery there, ore doubling. And we went to a little over ore doubling with the sag mill because we get some bonus output with the flint. We're going to do full-on ore tripling. We're going to turn every piece of ore, well, most pieces of ore into 3. And this is actually why I've held back from a lot of my processing, especially with gold. So we've got 44 ingots, and we've got 72 gold ore. I could get 2 or slightly more than 2 out of each one of these, but I'd rather get 3. So how are we going to do that? Well, let's take a look at our control U there. Out of the grindstone, we can get not even double. Out of this, 1, that's lame. Let's see. The pulverizer will give us 2 and a little bit of cinnabar. That's going to come in a minute. The induction smelter will give us 3. However, we have to pay. We got to pay in either cinnabar or we've got to pay in rich slag if we want to get 3. Okay? The nice thing about cinnabar is 75% of the time it will return with rich slag, which we can use on another one. So now where do we get this cinnabar stuff? Well, there's actually a nice easy way to do that. We can get it in the pulverizer out of redstone ore. Now, normally that would be a problem because redstone ore, well, when you break it, you get redstone. But since we've got a Silk Touch hammer, we've been getting a whole bunch of redstone ore. So there you go. Now we just need a pulverizer and an induction smelter. Time to get into thermal expansion. All right, so let's get ourselves a pulverizer first and get that going. This is going to take a whole bunch of crafting, which luckily is a whole lot easier with our applied energistics. Boom, we need 2 of these. Boom, we need 2 of these. Again, I'm shift clicking on that question mark. This is, by the way, this is bugged. I'm going to show you just, I think this is a bug. It's not a bug. It's not a bug. It's a weirdness. You'll notice how it says pulverizer, resonant, pulverizer basic, pulverizer hardened, and then these are the various different machine frames that it's an annoyance is what it is. If I click, as those are rotating through, if I click on one of the higher end ones, like the hardened one, it'll show me how to make a hardened machine frame, which includes a basic machine frame. But if I click on the basic machine frame, it'll show me how to do that, and that's really the one we want to start with. Okay, enough of that. Tin gears, we're going to need one of those, and then we go back in here, and we got to kind of click through again. And then we got ourselves a machine frame. And then we just need 2 pieces of flint. And we don't have any of that because it's all in here. I'll just steal it out of here. It's fine. We just need 2. All right, here's our pulverizer. And we can set this down. Let's go this direction. Oh no, how are we going to connect it? I'll show you. I think you already know. Let's see, we need some conduits. There we go. And let's go downstairs. Doot, doot, doot. There we go. So up there. Doot, 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 doot. Because we're going to need to hook up one more machine, so we'll leave that open. Right, and we're connected in, and we should see some power flowing in there. Yep, it's slowly charging up. By the way, the way that all thermal expansion machines work is they have these input and output slots that are colored. And if you hit configuration, you can choose which side is which color and doing what and all that kind of thing. So by default, it will take from the top, that's the top, it's kind of laid out like that, and this is the back down here. It'll take the top into the input slot, and then it'll output the primary outputs from the red slot, go to the red slots here, 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 and then the yellow is the secondary output. And the secondary output is actually what we want in this case. I'm not going to worry about automating this quite yet, but we will get into that in a minute. And then augmentations will come in later, but these are kind of this. You get these for free, and then you can upgrade them and do things with them. But we'll get into those later. All right, so let's get some redstone churning through there. Just grab. Let's do 16. And I'm just going to throw those in there, and that's going to start crunching through those, and hopefully we'll get some cinnabar. What are you doing? Oh, okay. And the problem is they auto-eject. Now, if you can click through and change these, like this, or if you can shift-click, and it'll clear them, or you can shift-click in the middle, and it'll clear everything, and that's what we really want. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that redstone out of there. And yay, we've got some cinnabar. All right. And then let's start working on an induction furnace. Induction furnace. It's a lot of the same, except for it uses a lot of Invar. Okay, all right, let's do it. And get a little bit more Invar there, and then we need one of these guys. And yet another machine frame. I really should make a bunch of these, but I'm not going to. And I think we've got a bucket in there somewhere. Yep, we sure do. Got more than one, apparently. And then we can throw this down right here. And now we got one of these, and it's starting to get its things, and I'm just going to clear that out of there. Now, what we can do is this secondary output here. We can do that. And then over here, we can allow it to pump in. And look at that. It just sticks it right in there, which is going to be really handy because as we process that, that's really where we want them to end up anyway. So I'm just going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And go back over here and throw those in there. And let's see how much gold we get. It should be 3. Boom. Not only are we getting 3 gold, but we're also occasionally getting rich slag, which we can throw right back in with more gold and yet again triple. Oh, that's going to be nice because honestly, gold is hard to find. We've got, you know, a lot of different kinds of ores, but gold is not one we've got too much of. Well, okay, fair enough. We've got not a lot of that, but I mean, tin and iron and those kinds of things, we just got a ton. The only reason I don't have a ridiculous amount of lead ore is because I pretty much ignore it now when I see it. But that gold, 67. And the only silver as well. I pretty much ignore silver and lead because they're not used for that much, and I always end up with far more than I need. So I'm just going to ignore that. Look at that, 15 gold out of that, and we'll put the rich slag right back in there, and we can get even more. Awesome. All right. Now, there's other things we can do with the pulverizer and with the induction furnace. So the pulverizer, we can obviously take pretty much any kind of ingot and pulverize it into dust and pulverization things and whatnots. We can also turn like dandelions into yellow. You get more than 2. I think by default you get 1, yeah, out of a flower, and you can get 4 out of that. There's like one recipe that needs ender dust. And then, let's see, there's not a whole lot more. You can turn wool back into string if you want. A lot of these kinds of things. And then there was one more thing. I'm trying to remember what it was. I'm not going to spend too much time looking for this. Oh, you do get 100% flint from gravel, which is better than what we're getting right now. This one, pulverized obsidian, we can actually turn this into hardened glass in the induction smelter, which is handy. And then, let's see, there was something else. I'm going to remember this. Cobble blackstone. Okay, nope, that's not it. Obviously also, you know, all the various different flowers. And you can get 2 sugar out of sugarcane. I think that was the one I was thinking of. Anyway. Yeah, that's all. I'm not going to spend all my time on that. But, yeah. That comes in handy. All right. So then, the next thing I wanted to do just escaped my memory. What was it? It had something to do with this. I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's right. It had something to do with this. Not a lot to do with that. I'll show you. I'm kind of getting annoyed with these stairs. Those stairs, these stairs, constantly running up and down. I'm just finding it really obnoxious. So I'm kind of sick of that. I don't want to go there anymore. I have two different possible ways of getting around, getting up and down through floors without having to actually traverse stairs. The first one's called an elevator by Open Blocks. So that's a bunch of wool surrounded by an ender pearl. And those are really handy. They're real quick. You step on them, you hit the space bar, you go up, you hit the shift key, you go down. And it's really, really useful. There's also something a little more complicated called the travel anchor. Now, this is actually a little bit cheaper in my opinion. Well, maybe not. In this case, we've got a lot of diamonds and not as much in the way of ender pearls. So it's slightly less ender pearl cost because it costs one ender pearl to make one pulsating iron, which gives us 9 nuggets, but we only need 8 of them. So it's not a lot less. But in the end, because of the way we're set up right now, we've got a ton of iron, we've got a ton of diamonds, we've got a ton of conduit binder. I think it's actually reasonably cheap to do this travel anchor, and the travel anchor has an extra bonus. When you step on a travel anchor, you can look around and see the other travel anchors, and then you can teleport to them. So I think we're going to go ahead and do a travel anchor because awesome. Yes, that's why. Because awesome. All right, so we're going to need to get ourselves... I believe we have some of that. Let me see. Nope, we do not. I don't need to know how to make diamonds. I need to know how to make pulsating iron. Okay, ender pearls and ingots. We're going to need 3 for what I... Oh, my. We have 3. Okay. Works for me. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll do this thing. Not that one. This one. I'm going to toss those in there. And while those are cooking up, let's go see if we've got some more ender pearls anywhere. Oh, yeah. See, look at that. We're fine. We've got 2 more ender pearls there. And then that's almost done down there. But man, we're going to very quickly find ourselves running out of ender pearls. So I'm going to take these 2. I don't really want a bow in there. Oh, well. We're going to take these 2 ender pearls and turn them into ender lilies so that we can go grow some more of these guys. So let's see. Where are my diamonds? Where are my diamonds at? Look at that. We've got 30-something diamonds. Plus we've got 28 diamond ore. And out of each one of those, we can get 2+ diamonds. I think that's... yeah, 2+ diamonds. That's what I meant to say the whole time. You know, I got some farming to do. Man. Okay. Thick there in there. Yeah, looks good. This is not as close as I thought. All right. I'll come back here later and clear out the farm. All right. Okay, so how's this doing over here? Not that one. Not that one. Oh, here. Yes. Pulsating iron, and it actually goes like that. And like that. And we throw a diamond in the middle. We're going to need 1, 2, 3 of these. And then there's a whole bunch of stuff we can make from this, including a farming station, but there's actually a better way to do that. Travel anchor. There we go. So we're going to get 1, 2, 3 of these guys. And luckily you do not need power for these. So I think I'm actually going to put this like really close here. Let's put it right there. All right. So when you step on it, you see how it lights up? That's going to be useful in a second. So we're going to come upstairs, and I think I'll put one right there. And eventually I'm going to like make this prettier, but right there. Now check this out. See that? That's my other travel anchor. Jump, and here I am. Look back up, jump, and here I am. Haha. Isn't that awesome? Jump. All right. Now, I haven't decided. Should I put the other one down in the farm? Or should I put it down in my, like, I think I'm not going to end up down here all that often. So I think I'm going to actually not waste a travel anchor down there. I could make a fourth one, of course. But I think it's going to make more sense for me to have it, like, down here. I think I come down here more often. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's not a bad place. I mean, this is my quick way to the nether and everything else. I'll stick it right there. And just because it feels weird to not have dirt there, or there. There. That'll look nice once the grass grows in. Anyway, so I can step on this and look up there, and I can see these two. I can also right-click on this, and I can label this. So I can say farms. Okay. And we'll jump over there, and we can right-click on this one and call this machine shop. And when I look back down there, you see how it says farms? The other thing I can do is I can actually put items in here. And let's see, let's jump up here and say, what is this one going to be called? Penthouse. Nah. Main entrance. Something like that. And then I can grab myself a little bit of food. I think something that says main entrance. No. Maybe I should put this in the kitchen. All right, I'll fiddle with it and figure it out later. Yeah, see, this is too far to walk. I want to. I don't know. But did you see the wrench in there? Just run down there. Sometimes it throws you off a little bit, but see, it shows the wrench there. It's kind of the machine shop idea. Yeah. Anyway. So, there's that. So we can get around a little bit faster. And we've got ourselves, let's see, we've got that, and did that, and that, and that, and that. All right. There was one more thing that I wanted to do today. We've got time for one more thing. Let me see if I can figure out what we're going to do in, like, 5 minutes. All right. So we don't have a lot of time left. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to finish off one build and get ready to start another one. So here's the thing. We've got this nifty system that will turn seeds into their pure forms, into the various different pure crystals. We don't have a way to automatically throw them in. We got to throw in the seeds directly into this puddle, and then everything is automated from there. Why is that online? Why is that online? It should not be online. That right there is claiming to have a redstone signal. What in the world? I do not know what just happened there. Okay, hang on. Let's fix this really quick. Oh, because it was getting it from there. Silly, silly EpikTek. All right, let's put that. No, that's not going to work. We need to remove that because it has to be in this block space. So we'll put that there, stick that on there, and then put that there. And now these should be offline. There, that's much better. Okay. Should probably make sure that that'll actually work. Let's make a... What do we have? We didn't have very much of one of these. We don't have a whole bunch of quartz. So let's just do a few of these. We don't need that many. We'll just do a couple. And we'll grab a piece of sand. I guess I could have just done that. Oh, well. And I'm just going to throw one in there, which should turn these guys online. Yep, there we go. Redstone signal turned on. That turned on the toggle bus, which provided power to these guys. And then those will automatically pull that out when it's completely done and stick it into this interface, which puts everything back into the system, and away we go. Well, we don't have a way to put it in here. So I want to do that really quickly. I'm going to grab another piece of inventory cable like we saw last time, and I'm going to grab a chest. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a piece of inventory cable there, because there was another one attached to it. I'm going to stick a chest there. And what I want, and I'm going to go downstairs and program this, what I want is anytime I put a seed in here, that it will automatically grab it and stick it in there. Sound good? So let's take a quick look. I think this will be a quick program, so I'm going to do it on camera. So what I want right now, we've got this guy right here. I'm just going to make another one almost just like it. Input, output. Stick it like that. By the way, if you've done Steve's factory manager programming and you're wondering how I'm getting these all perfectly lined up, if you drag them around normal, they end up kind of approximately. If you hold down shift, it goes to a grid. It's easier to line them up. So just a little pro tip there. Input from the chest, items, whitelist, we're only going to put in there seeds, these specific 3 seeds. And for the most part, we don't have to worry about them. We're always going to throw them in at 0%, so I don't need to say fuzzy or anything like that. And then we're also going to throw in quartz crystals. Come on, where are the quartz crystals? There they are. Another quartz. And what are they called? Powered quartz. Certus quartz, but specifically I need charged. That's what I want. Charged Certus quartz, as well as redstone. Come on. Just redstone. Like, honestly. Oh, good grief. And now it finds it. Okay. Because those 3 things are what make fluix. So we're going to allow those to go in as well. So just whenever it finds those in the chest, then just go ahead and output that to the item valve. And it'll automatically put it upward, because that's where we've got it pointing. And because of the fact that we're already saying we're only going to input certain things, we just let it output whatever we want. So let's go ahead and hook that up. And in theory, if I've calculated correctly, if we throw this in here, it should instantly disappear. And we should see it in here. And if I just jump in real quick, we're going to see that 1 at 1%. Now, this one won't go in because it's not it's not set for fuzzy. So that one we'll have to throw in by hand. But normally we wouldn't be grabbing those out of the puddle prematurely either, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. So originally, remember I said that I didn't want to do a cross pattern because we'd be dropping things in there? Why drop them in there? I've got an item valve. That works perfectly. As a matter of fact, I think I've got a piece of glass I can throw over that so I don't fall in there by accident. Not pane. There we go, a glass cover. So if I do that right, not there, by the way. I'm going to have to do this like this. If you put it there, it'll actually replace the water. You don't want to do that. You got to make sure that it's in the next space up, like that. There we go. So now I can walk around and not feel like I'm going to fall in there. That's cool. And we should already have that other remember we had 2 before, and now we've got 3. So that other one already finished, and in a few minutes these will finish, and that'll turn off, and it'll turn off the whole system, and all will be well. That's awesome. Now, why did I place these like this? Well, that's going to come in next time. So come back next time. We are going to start full automation in Applied Energistics, the actual auto crafting and all the things that go along with that. And this right here, this ME interface being right next to this chest is actually a really big part of what we are going to be setting up. So this interface will be able to place things in the chest when they need to be crafted, which will then place them in here, wait for them to finish, and then bring them back out again. I'm kind of tempted to go ahead and put in the fourth one. What do you think? Should I do that? I'm kind of curious. Will this go on top of there? It will. Ooh, that's neat. So I could just one more piece of cable and put it right there. It would increase the speed by 25%-ish. Maybe later. We'll see. We'll see. I think we're going to be fine with the speed we've got, so I'm not going to worry about it. And that's enough. So this is a really good build. I like this. This is actually the best. I've done this design several times, and this is the best one. I like this a lot. I like the way this worked out. I hope you do too. So come back, join me next time, and we'll do some more automation. Next time, we're going to be really getting into the meat of applied energistics when we start going with auto crafting. It's going to be fun, I promise. So join me next time on EpikTek.